Okay. So I'm going. All right. So today I am going to continue finishing off this event because apparently the new version came out probably later today. I think. I don't know what time,
Nice.
but I have about 2 hours left to complete this, so I better do this right now. So I better do this right now. Oh, dude, holy shit. Let's finish this right now. Yeah, go. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Let's just go. Yeah, blah blah blah. Let's go. Okay, a voiceover announced that you and Vegerine were IPC workers on a holiday retreat at a hotel. Now trapped in your room after midnight. A moment later, someone's voice yelled from the outside door. All right. Oh yeah, forget this is silent.
You fool! How did you let your true name slip like that? Isn't that supposed to be a heroic spirit's greatest weakness?
All right.
run? Did I, the protagonist, ever give you permission to run? As the star of this film, I'll be the one to personally tear you all apart limb by limb.
Okay. Alright.
You see these chainsaws in my hands? With assassin's power, these two poison saws can cut 3 times the blink of an eye. That's 6 cuts in one go. My concealed sword chainsaw reversal. You won't escape me even if you turn into a swallow!
Earth shatters, heaven trembles!
Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Mountains roar, dragons rise!
From the still waters of oblivion.
Soaring above the lands, this is permanence!
Flaming lance! Forward!
Destined for oblivion.
Earth shatters, heaven trembles!
From the still waters of oblivion.
Flaming lance! Forward!
Well, you're done. Alright. Sky and Serpent strike again at any time. Work together. How? Wait. Don't care. Damn. Alright, you know what? It's kind of getting boring, low-key. Miss No was shielding Robin from attacking Wares. Guided by Robin's song, you and Venturing finally reunite with her. The voiceover then announced that the film will welcome the most evil final act. Okay.
Greedy, is this what you meant by giving me more power? I'm all fired up! Now, I will take back everything you took from me! You shall pay tenfold! No, 1,000-fold! Make it up to me! You ruined my life! You made me bark and oink and face a demotion! Moving from one puny person to another in the cosmos in despair and misery! And this is all you have to say? Make it up to me! You and your little entourage of extras. You won't get to be cocky for much longer. The power inside me is breaking out, trying to be free. 1 Scot, 2 Scots, 3 Scots! My scalp is scratchy. 2 got stuck in there. Fear me, mortals, for I am everywhere! In your dreams.
Alright. Let's just go.
7 ways to end your lives. 7! Let me show you the overwhelming strength in numbers!
Again?
I need to be better.
On the still waters of oblivion.
Soaring above the lands. This is permanence!
This is for you!
Flaming lance! Forward!
Ready, Locke?
Earth shatters, heaven trembles!
Here I am again!
Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed.
God, don't you think you messed this one up? Oh, shut it! Weren't you just getting your butt kicked a moment ago?
Not a scratch.
Again? waters of oblivion.
Flaming lance! Forward!
We are gathered here today to commemorate the many Scots who have sacrificed their lives again.
No one give a
If those
shit.
dead weights weren't dragging me down, I'd have won ages ago. The true lone wolf walks alone. Only weak rabble sticks together. Coward! You've been hiding at the back all this time.
Alright.
Even my...
The Scots start bickering and tossing blaming around. What a scene. Wow.
Greedy! Do you still even want the Holy Grail? Go change the script on the fly! Move the stage props! Give me more power! Let me crush them all! Crush them in the palm of my hands like a true villain!
Damn. Ray of sunshine.
Greedy! Are you trying to betray me? Don't forget, I am your master! With my command spell, you'll have to... Ribbit, 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 ribbit.
Fired. Wow. Nah, something's off. Alright. Miss Note. Oh. You and Knocker ran to Miss Notes, who was being pestered by Granny Note. The latter summoned a horde of familiars. Just as things were about to get ugly, Saber burst into the scene. I'm good. Oh, what the fuck? Bombaclats! God damn, that's one. Okay. Bombaclat. Bombaclat! Alright. Don't care. Alright. You exchange intel with Ms. Notes and learn that, for some unknown reason, Robin had to split into multiple versions of herself. Really? Alright. Oh, there's lipstick, her tiara, and her staff. I don't know. Alright. What? Oh, the Robins.
Rivet, evil spirit! Why do you despise humans so? Is there not a single ounce of love or compassion in your heart, Rivet?
Oh, God. Alright, let's move on. Anyways, facing the threat from the Lone Wolf brothers, Scott of Justice insisted on protecting the Origami Robin, no matter the cost. You joined the fight against the evil spirits, but got cursed and shrunk into a tiny Hanu. What? Bruh. What's my logo launcher? I know you have a lot to say, but to preserve it, the entity of Hanu's adventure, all you can do is let out a very urgent. Okay.
Rivet?
Oh boy, here we go. There we go. Wait, can I talk to you for a minute? Alright, bro. Great. I'm back doing this shit again, boy. Alright. Maybe it's just your imagination, but his expression seems 30% smug, 70% mocking. You lash out, kicking Scott in frustration.
Rivet? Rivet? Rivet, rivet! Rivet, rivet!
Oh, what was that? Back to normal. Okay. Oh, wait. Who the fuck? Alright.
Ribbit! Here comes a hero of justice, Ribbit!
Hmm.
Greedy split my consciousness into countless fragments in the previous battle.
Boohoo and Knocker both suspected that Scott of Justice might be hiding something, but at Robin's insistence, everyone agreed to trust him for now. You are headed out to look for the rest of the Robins. Okay. Alright. Nope. I have no time for that shit. Let's move on. Let's move on. Okay. You encountered Old Clockley. Scott of Justice took a fatal bullet for you, only to confess afterward that it was all to lead you into a trap. Old Clockley controlled by the Dreamscape Ticker, which surrounded you. Really? Alright. Messing with you, bro, Hill. Big mistake. Come on, Trailblazer. It's let's the show. All right. I can't do it. Not one, the clock works for different emotions. This is darker, heavier, like a silent quagmire. Departed loved ones, betrayal by those who trust you most, the shadow of approaching death. These manufactured emotions burst in your heart, leaving just a black void that watches you with the empty eyes of a corpse. God damn. A wave of grim despair gripped your heart. Thankfully, Akra wasn't affected by Old Clockley's emotional control, and he directly attacked Old Clockley. Alright, here we go. Oh!
I'll stand in their way. Mountains roar, dragons rise!
On the still waters of oblivion.
Soaring above the lands, this is permanence!
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. for oblivion. Again. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Earth shatters, heaven trembles!
On the still waters of oblivion.
I think something bit me.
Flaming lance! Forward!
Destined for oblivion.
Mountains roar, dragons rise! Soaring above the lands, this is permanence!
On the still waters of oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. Destined for oblivion.
Oh. What? 10 years? What? Really? Close.
What about my bot? My bot!
Yeah, no one cares. Anyways. Are we done? And it was trash. Alright, what's next? You made it to the safe zone, but were surrounded by even more bugs. Grady persuaded Aventurine to join Old Odie and use the Holy Grail to grant his wish. After seizing up the situation, Aventurine chose to switch sides and fight against you.
Archer, as my servant, you'll come with me, right? Oh, what's wrong with being a little underhanded if we can win? So you still refuse? You know, I should use my command spells to force you into submission, but I hate brands on the flesh that bend someone to another's will. If staying with them is your wish, then so be it. But sometimes, a change in perspective will make you see the gamble in its entirety.
Bruh. Okay.
Mountains move, dragons rise!
See this flaming lance! Forward!
Still waters of oblivion.
Prepare for some.
Stop bleeding.
Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Going all
I think something bit me.
or nothing.
Earth shatters, heaven trembles! Soaring above the lands, this is permanence! Soaring above the lands, this is permanence!
On the still waters of oblivion.
Final play coming down from above.
Destined for oblivion.
Prepare for some.
Stop bleeding.
Flaming lance! Forward!
Mountains move, dragons rise!
Everything I've got.
Still waters of oblivion.
Final play coming down from above.
For oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Earth shatters, heaven trembles!
Going
I
all
think something bit me.
or nothing.
On the still waters of oblivion.
Soaring above the lands, this is permanence!
I think something bit me.
Dragons rise!
Flaming lance! Forward!
Destiny for oblivion.
Prepare for some.
Still waters of oblivion.
It's all or nothing!
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Earth shatters, heaven trembles!
Destined for oblivion.
Final play.
Yep.
Scoundrels on.
Soaring above the lands, this is permanence!
Still waters of oblivion.
It's all or nothing! Soaring above the lands, this is permanence!
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. Destined for oblivion.
Double down!
Flaming lance! Forward!
Prepare for some.
The bleeding.
Mountains roar, dragons rise!
Still waters of oblivion. Destined for oblivion.
It's all or nothing! Double down! Soaring above the lands, this is permanence!
Still waters of oblivion.
Final play.
Down!
Scoundrels on.
Flaming lance! Forward!
Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
It's all or nothing!
I think something bit me.
Soaring above the lands, this is permanence!
Flaming lance! Forward!
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Can't see this!
Are you seeing the enemy's position now, Archer? Now it's time to put an end to this! Why do actors in horror films never see where the monsters come from? Why do monsters keep popping into the frame as long as the film is rolling? It's because the true monster is born beyond the set. The director's lens is the real cradle of terrors. Your presence concealment skill is simply a manifestation of the theatrical rule that characters in the story cannot see the cinematographer filming behind the lens. But monsters are different. They are the soul of horror films, the focus of the lens. Their line of sight is always fixed on the camera's position. That's why only Scott, the man playing the monster, can see you.
You win. I concede. Having the devil lurking behind the lens and getting real monsters to step into the theater. That was my finest offline marketing campaign ever. Who'd have thought that someone could still see through my tricks hundreds of years in the future? How did you do it, friend?
Did I never mention it to you? Well, I am your fan, Mr. Greedy.
Wait, wasn't she the one who roasted him so hard before?
A director of flops from centuries ago, catching the eye of a big shot from the strategic investment department. Thanks for the compliment, but that was a pretty bad lie from you.
Oh, have more confidence in yourself, Mr. Greedy. After I stumbled upon your first movie, curiosity led me to dig through the archives of Greedy films. Now, you had each moviegoer sign a death and liability release waiver before entering the theater. And you released Memory Zone memes into the theater at intermission. Oh, these interactive marketing tactics were way ahead of their time. You could smell out exact market demands and deliver maximum impact with minimal resources. Oh, had we met back then, I would have made sure to secure a spot for you in the marketing department.
I'd rather not be recognized for those achievements.
You could have been rolling in riches. But you poured everything into filmmaking to create something you loved. You're a director worthy of respect for that alone. But what you've done is unforgivable.
The watchmaker said almost the same thing to me back then. But like I said, I concede. I have no talent and can't create true art. I've come to terms with that after dying.
Then could you tell us old Odie's plan? If he truly wanted to achieve his wish, he could have easily hired a few masters to stage out a variety show with a rigged outcome. But he deliberately gathered a group of uncontrollable individuals to participate in a Holy Grail war that might never even happen.
Mr. Odie gave me a backup plan before I came here. When I lose, I'm to humbly admit defeat and invite everyone to the Grand Theater. Mr. Odie and the Holy Grail will be waiting for you there. You'll hear all the answers from him. And you, my fan, this little behind the scenes is just for you. I believe the reason Mr. Odie reached out to you all is simple. You'll bring in higher ratings for this show.
There's nowhere in Panaconii more fitting for a grand finale than the Grand Theater. Oh, Mr. Boothill, why are you looking at me like that?
Didn't expect someone like you to be that Fudger's fan.
Well, instead of calling me Master, a word that brings back dead class structures, I prefer you address me as Mr. Aventurine.
See, Red Guy? Those business crooks are all the same. They take everything you throw at them, and insulting them's like punching a cotton fluff ball. Ain't no fun at all.
I'm going with you. It doesn't matter whether Miss Snowd is now friend or foe. I will bring her back.
The Princess Rescue Mission. The Princess Rescue Mission is on. Come to think of it, wasn't there someone else not far away? He's slowly slipping away from hushed steps.
Oh, by the way, I think I forgot to ask. Mr. Boothill, do you know which department Scott's from?
Whoa, yeah!
What the fuck was that?
Whew, now, that's more like it. Let's move out.
Alright, let's move out. Okay, there we go. I mean, nah, we good. Alright, we're good.
The sharp instincts of a businessman are enough for me to know where and when to make my moves. And the Holy Grail has told me everything I need to know. You are the servant of that Galaxy Ranger. I didn't think your nose would be even sharper than the Bloodhound family's minions. Is it really wise for you to charge in here on your own instead of loyally staying at your master's side? That cowboy's in quite a pinch right now and would appreciate a speedy rescue.
That was saving my metal. Let me offer you some advice from experience. The Holy Grail never grants wishes the way people expected. All it leaves behind are dead souls buried by their desires.
I appreciate the advice, truly. In that case, am I not giving the Holy Grail a new purpose? It'll become an entertainment spectacle much more worthy of investment than some wish-granting chalice.
Entertainment spectacle. I get it now. That clicks pretty well with the essence of the Holy Grail. No wonder it managed to power this Holy Grail war. I've been wondering that you could possibly put it into the Holy Grail apart from wine, given this a barren world where mystics have completely degraded. But if something could replace magical energy and manage to infuse the Holy Grail with enough power to create miracles, well, that changes things entirely. Instead of something that must maintain the torment of mystics, the Holy Grail will become a public entertainment spectacle instead. Then the people on this dream-soaked planet will come to believe in the miracle of the Holy Grail through learning its rituals and witnessing the summon of the heroic spirits. And so, little by little, the wishes will turn into fuel, coating the Holy Grail in a fabricated miracle, and the farce you orchestrated will end up stomping all over those wishes.
Quite the impressive insight, servant from another world. Your presence here was certainly a surprise to me, but you and your friends are needed. The Holy Grail needs more efficient fuel. And that means you. Miss Note? No. It's time for you to show Penacony your true charm.
What? Who that?
I did what you wanted me to do.
Well
What?
done, my old friend.
Bruh.
So many years have passed, but I still remember every performance you gave, every dance you danced, every melody you sang. You were like a blooming iris. But I prefer how you are now compared to your heydays on the stage. Stripped of all the external pretenses. So simple. So ordinary.
Enough, OT. Outdated metaphors are as revolting as last night's leftovers. I've kept my promise. Now, it's your turn.
There's no rush, my old friend. Everything you desire can be obtained without magecraft or miracles. Money is all it takes. The so-called Holy Grail is nothing more than a vessel crafted from gold, and the real stars of this show are about to make their entrance. Your job is to hold them off until the last step of the ritual is complete. Once that is done, I will honor my end of the deal.
OT. Looks like your business acumen has rotted along with this world. I could barely restrain that one servant. And now you expect me to take them all on?
Don't be so modest. Unlike Greedy, you are a true artist. You had the talent to bring thousands of characters to life all on your own. You are the perfect counter to these heroes. I will give you the power the Holy Grail has accumulated so that you can crush them all. Then this grand spectacle will come to a glorious finale.
So he was part of Odie's plan all along.
Ah, fork it. Wasn't that blue guy supposed to scout this place ahead of us? Haven't even heard a single peep from him so far. Could that old man have pulled a fast one on him?
Or is he lost? From what I know about that man, he might even start up some pointless fights just to walk away.
Miss Note! I'm glad you're okay.
Wait. Something's off. Miss Note. I trust that you've seen Lancer here, haven't you?
Yes. He came to the Grand Theater with his spear raised and ready, eager to impale old Odie on the curtain. I couldn't agree more with his approach, but I still have dreams left unfulfilled in this miraculous second life. So, I asked him to take a break, and I must insist that every one of you take a break as well. Until Mr. Odie finishes the ritual. Fear not. There will be no pain. Please, leave your passion and ambitions on the stage. Like how actors shed their fatigue and makeup behind the curtains. And rest.
Let the curtain fall! Cannon can crescent!
What the hell are we? In Britain? This is Britain? Is this your homeland?
Oh, Artorias! Here to draw the sword, aren't you?
Victorious.
I knew it! That Mage Merlin spun such a tall tale, something about whosoe'er pulleth out this sword of this stone is rightwise king of all England. Even an apprentice knight wouldn't be able to resist that. That being said, a little fellow like you drawing the sword and becoming king? I really can't picture that.
What did he just call you? What did he just call you? Artorias. That is the male name I use. The male name? After all, a female king will have been a very difficult time ruling Britain back in those days. We've returned to the moment right before I drew the sword from the stone. Oh. I thought Castle would use monsters, foreign armies, or even dragons to trap us here. How I miss all this. I never returned here after I left as a knight. What we see before us is the childish dream I had when I was still just a nameless nobody. The girl seemed drawn by something. Her gaze wandered to the end of the path. Is there somewhere you want to go? My greatest dream as a child was to have a mount of my own, to become a knight, to ride a horse, to follow this very path across the fields and reach the grasslands where Edgar's house lies. Who's Edgar? Who's Edgar? Who's Edgar? He's an old knight tasked with raising me. He was my father in a sense. He always wanted torn expression but laughed at the smallest things. He always told me that he hoped I became the ideal king for this land. But in the end, he never got to see me become a king. Oh. That's harsh. I'm sorry, Master. I got carried away talking about my past. Now that you're here, how about we set aside our worries about illusions and dreams, and I'll show you around my hometown instead. Okay. Okay. There, beneath the tree, a tiny night doll rested as if lost in the dream that would never end. Who's this? If this is the soldier summoned by Castor, they must be an incredibly powerful opponent. It looks a bit like you. I've never seen a toy like this. My first 15 years were mostly spent caring for horses and honoring my swordsmanship. During my breaks, a mage named Merlin would visit me in my dreams and teach me about ruling as a king. What about you, Master? How did you spend your childhood? You never talk about your past. Actually, I never went to school. I don't remember a lot about my past.
The only thing I remember is being woken up by someone in a space station.
Really? No wonder your personality is so carefree. Is it because you don't have a past holding you back, Master?
My earliest memory was boarding a train headed for the stars and meeting many kindred spirits as friends. Though I have no past, I have a future.
I'm totally free.
I'm totally free.
Oh. Well, even in the face of hardship, you are still continuing on your wonderful journey. I wish I did that in my life. Okay, here we go. Once upon a time, I also wanted to become a specific person. I wanted to save the land I stood on and the people who live upon it. I wanted to repair the trinity of King Vortinage, the White Dragon. I wanted to deliver my people from the foreign invaders' hostile rule. I wanted to be the ideal king my people dream of, someone who will save Britain. For that, I will have sacrificed everything. The mage told me that if I could pull the sword from the stone, then I would achieve my wish. Everyone thought I will save Britain. So, was Britain saved? I didn't save Britain. Oh, that's harsh. I once believed that once I slew Vorterin, expelled the foreign invaders, gathered the knights of the Round Table, and built the impenetrable castle of Camelot, peace will finally came to Britain. But that was all a fleeting dream. The knights who once served me abandoned me, and some even raised armies to challenge my rule. Britain was once again engulfed in war. Merlin had already warned me of all this before I drew the sword of selection. He told me that once I drew the sword, I would meet a tragic end, hated by all. And while the kingdom was in its prime, he also told me that Britain will one day fall, and its current prosperity was built on a suffering of its king. Yet I thought I could carry the weight of the kingdom's pain and trade it for the peace of the people. The sacrifice will be worth it, and I would be willing to face my thankless end. You remind me of Sunday. The only thing I can grant your wish will be the Holy Grail. Once, a king offered himself upon the altar, a lone sacrifice in exchange for a dream of paradise on earth. How eerily similar it all feels to what unfolded during the Chamonix Festival in Penacony. I promised everyone that I could build the ideal kingdom, but I left the land of Britain with endless wars, dying warriors, and starving children. The one who deserves to face destruction is me, not my country or my people. That's how it should have been. Should have been.
So, this is the sword in the stone?
I wondered countless times. Had I drawn the sword, or had it been someone more suited to be king? Would Britain have truly become a utopia I dream of? And what kind of life would I have lived? To pull out the sword and become king, or to give up and stay in my homeland to quietly live out my days? She's brought me back to the moment I made my decision. Saber, Saber, do you wish to stay? Master, I'm so tired. I wish I had a horse to ride across these fields before the sun sets. Saber, you good? You called out, your voice echoing, but the drawn-out words never reached the servant. In that moment, she hesitated. Fate has already been sealed. In truth, you will never hear at all. What remains in this place is merely a shadow of you, who fell into a noble baptism, lingering in the dream of another.
She was nothing more than an ordinary girl. Playing the part of a king was already painful enough. Why should we force her to continue in the delusion known as heroic spirits? Better to cast aside her sword, abandon her glory, and become a nameless nobody who watches the world's grand show on the sidelines. I'll help all of you to remove the hero's garish makeup, bit by bit, until I've wiped away even the choice you've made to become a hero. Until I've wiped away all the pain you've endured on this thorny road. I've prepared a simple and happy life for all of you in this show, including you, Trailblazer.
So, newcomer, are you staying? Someone like you has probably already burned through all your luck just trying to get into the Herta space station, but I'll go through the motions and confirm it anyway. Just so you know, working at the Department of Cosmic Geography isn't as easy as you think.
Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Is this where Kayla's chose an option to stay at the hood? Is this where Kayla's chose an option to not join the Astro Express and then instead he chose to stay here? Oh. Wait, look at me in the eyes and say that again.
Look, I thought I was pretty impressive too when I first arrived. But you'll be beaten into shape in no time. You're just a regular researcher on this station. No one's gonna even bat an eye at your so-called talents and smarts.
But I'm a nameless. I don't belong here.
Are you dreaming or something? Maybe you should take a sick day and get a checkup at the medical department. I'm a bit of a fan of the Astral Express, and I know that every nameless who boards it has been through some incredible adventures. So, tell me, what great deeds have you done?
Well, I defeated Palanthea on the CN show.
Oh, you mean the Lord Ravager who recently appeared on the Xianzhou and caused a huge ruckus? From what I've heard, her plan was foiled by the general of the Luofu, but the Xianzhou people paid a heavy price for it. Listen, don't use someone else's tragedy as your bragging material.
I face tanked the Doomsday Beast Ultimate.
Oh, I've heard of that. Apparently, a valuable relic was stolen from the space station. It was swallowed by a mysterious intruder, which then led to an attack from the Antimatter Legion. If it weren't for Madame Herta stepping in to handle the crisis, we'd all be burnt to a crisp by now. Any idea who that mysterious intruder was? Yep, you guessed it. It was you, brat. The only reason you got a job here is that lead researcher Asta took pity on you.
What? Okay. I woke Penacony from its internal slumber.
Let me guess. Next, you'll say you were invited to the Charmony Festival and became the festive superstar.
I did. Did you peek at? Did you peek at the script? The man looks at you with expression written all over his face, visibly batting back a snarky remark. I don't know what to say.
Oh, I know what's happening now. The Department of Implement Arts imported a batch of dream bubbles. Loads of young, naive researchers have been wasting entire days in them, ignoring even their paid work. You probably ate too much of that Memoria too and thought those illusions were real. Why else would you believe you're a nameless aboard the Express? Well, I can't say I blame you. I heard the Express did invite you to join them, but you turned them down. Are you regretting that choice now?
But I did board the Express. You tried to yell at the researcher before you, but your wavering voice gives you a different response. What?
I regret my choice.
But that was the answer truly what you thought? Or was it some sort of illusion, manipulation? You try to piece together what has happened, but your memories feel more distant with every passing of second. About the Astral Express in the Nameless, like sand under the waves, your memories crumble and fade, and suddenly you understand why Sunbird chose to stay, even just for a moment. Why didn't you step aboard the Astral Express back then? On that split-second impulse, it no longer matters. The researcher in the Department of Cosmic Geography standing before you watches you closely, perhaps searching for words to comfort, or maybe looking for the right joke to shatter the heavy silence. Eventually, he speaks.
Well, your resume doesn't show any particular skills, so I'll start you off with some light tasks. Sort the Department of Cosmic Geography's expenditure report for the past 6 months, schedule research meetings for the upcoming month, collect project proposals from all levels of researchers. Yeah, that should keep you busy for a while.
Am I really a researcher?
What else would you be? Madame Herta? I'm off. Be sure to do your job well.
He turns to leave, yet could not help himself looking back at you.
Yeah. Sometimes I regret picking the Geography of the Universe course when I was 14 and walking away from quantum history. I felt math was just too tough for me back then. But now I ask myself, would I still be stuck in this dead-end job if I made a different choice? No, come on. Don't worry about the what ifs. Why waste time regretting a choice you've already made? Look at me. Things aren't so bad here, are they?
This is all wrong. You scream eternally, but the fury is fleeting. Excuse me?
You're late, newcomer. A few more system days of delay, and we'll miss the reimbursement deadline. I'll cut you some slack given that you're new. Now get to work.
What a messy desk. Am I supposed to organize all this stuff? Where do I even start?
Sort the mood.
Too slow. Keep going like this, and you'll still be here when the Amber Lord makes our next hammer swing.
Don't push your luck. You're on the verge of shouting, but just then, a silver of doubt creeps inside you. Is this really what you want? Take a deep breath. Don't lash out. Focus on what you truly need to do. Take out the baseball bat and give her a good beating. The bat you always have on your side is no longer there. Then again, did you ever really have it in the first place? I quit. But where do you go? Is there anywhere you can go? You're young, with no special talents. Isn't your best bet is a cushy job with full benefits, clocking in every day until the world ends?
What are you standing around for? You think space bionic snails are going to do the work for you?
The budget category? Yes, that's it. Calmly and nicely. Drop the fight, but now the job feels like a second nature. Might as well tidy up the last of the files. Oh my god. The power of the financial statement. Did you know human memory cannot simulate non-existent things? Never having taken this path, you cannot possibly imagine the Department of Cosmetic Research content. Do you understand what I'm telling you? I am you, at least from a fragment of your subconscious. The final crop before blank blank. You don't belong here. Quick, blank, hurry. She's coming. She's become aware. I blank 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 blank. Now you must blank on your own. What?
These reports are endless. And the stuff written in there is really weird.
Motherfucker. Alright. Alright. Three slices of blank pictures from Battle Log. The following is a brief description of the environment in which the blank was discovered, alongside the detailed analysis of its components. The blank primarily revolves around trailblazing and can be roughly categorized into a heroic spirit. Blank adventures, experience, companions, and blank. 2. Blank with unique properties purchased from the law fruit. The analysis of its nature as follows. For detailed experience proceeds, please refer to the project report. The gaze of the Eon had no significant impact on the fundamental nature of the blank. There is no potential for escaping blank, but no one can truly break free from blank. Do not step into the stage. Do not aspire to become a hero. There you will find only blank 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 and blank. Do not go down the sword path.
Hold on. I think I've seen that person over there before.
Oh. If you're going to ask me, have we met before? My answer is gonna be no. See, you definitely know me. You glance at his work tag. On it, just a single letter, A. A. On it, just a single letter. A. Departments. Diplomatic service. Since when does the space station have a diplomatic service department?
Come on, Uncle A. Don't you ever feel like you don't belong here?
I get it, I really do. Days pass. Long the hours of sorting, you're finally done with your work. Although an uncanny feeling lingers in your chest. Before it resolves, you should really take a break.
I'm exhausted. I feel like I can't even think anymore. But deep down, I still feel like I don't belong here.
Drifting quietly over to the surface of the dream, suspended in the moments before you sink. Let me tell you a story about a king named Uther. He ruled the people. Alright, you know what? I really don't care. Let's skip this shit. In your dreams, you listed to Cyber telling you tales of the king. She believed human courage is the key to making someone a hero. She will wait for you to awaken from the dream, to take the stage and become a hero. Alright.
What a strange dream. I should get to work.
I need to work. For now, you ignore the security department staff's careless attitude and lower your head to resume your task. You got this. You're not losing to some grown-up who's slacking out all day. Alright. You ran into a mysterious researcher, L, when booking meetings. He believed you should be free and bold like a real hero, and make a name for yourself. He mentioned that the Astral Express has arrived and urged you to go check it out. Oh shit, really?
Astral Express. I turned down their invitation back then. Did I really make the right choice?
Daddy's home. Who's that? What the fuck? Himiko.
Long time no see. How's life been on the space station?
Great. Could have been better.
I'm glad to see you've settled in here. Oh, we traveled to many places after we parted ways. Bellabog, the Siandro Lafu, Penacony. There were both good and bad moments along the way.
How's Dong Hung doing?
Don Hung? It wasn't an easy journey, but he's back on the Lafu now. After all, that's where he's from.
How's Mr. Yang?
Have you ever heard of the planet called Earth? Soon after Don Hung left us, Welt found the way back home, just as he had hoped. Let's pray he makes it there safely.
Wait, so they both left? How's Pom Pom? Wait, what about Pom Pom? How's Pom Pom? Don't tell me he also... Himiko frowns as your question has caught her off guard. And ostensibly sensation flickers through your mind. You never boarded the express. So who's this Pom-Pom you speak of?
Where did you hear the conductor's name? Did Don Hung tell you?
Oh.
Pom-Pom's still the same. But with fewer and fewer people on the express, it must be getting lonely for them. I sometimes wonder what might have changed if you had come with us. Sadly, the trailblazing expedition doesn't leave room for regrets and what-ifs.
Wait, what about March? Yeah, what about March 7th?
March? I'm not sure how to put it. I hope that friend from the garden can cure her.
Any new passengers aboard?
Life as a nameless isn't easy. After we left the space station, we did have some passengers traveling with us for a short time, but they've all gone their separate ways now. Our friends from the Interastral Peace Corporation recently suggested we make a stop at Camelot. That planet should have been destroyed by the Antimatter Legion long ago, but we've been picking up multiple distress signals from there. So we're stopping by the space station for a while to meet some old friends. You can join us and leave with us this time if you want.
I'll pack my bags right away. Is that really how you feel? If joining the Acts for Respect doesn't change your life for the better, what then? What if what awaits you isn't the grand adventure, but endless cleaning, constant repairs, wounds that never heal, and death speeds in despair? What will you do then? What if you can't help anymore? What if you become a deed weight on the express? What if a nameless gives their life to save you, yet everyone silently wishes you just leave? What will you do? Think about it. What answer should you give?
I'll think about it. I'll make sure to give you my answer before the express leaves.
All right. I'll respect your choice no matter what you pick.
I'm so tired. Maybe I should head back first. The Astral Express.
A peaceful dream, served by a bird song beyond this window. However, can a robin really sing in a vacuum of space?
Let me tell you the story of a bird who was imprisoned wrongfully. She was once a singer, thrown into a dark cell for composing songs that the powerful didn't like. The bird heard many voices of sorrow. So, she sang for the others trapped inside, soothing their homesick hearts and inspiring them to rise up. In the end, the bird broke free with a pocket watch, a wolf, and countless companions by her side. The bird believed that she would begin a new life after gaining freedom. She would shine on the stage and the silver screen, displaying her beautiful feathers and voice, just as she had once brought hope to the hopeless. But she was wrong. Penacony soon became unrecognizable. The songs she sang, the films she starred in, and even her own life were all locked away in a cage called money. Turned into mere commodities. The movie studio wanted to turn the bird into a symbol of beauty. But the bird longed to escape from this suffocating, filthy gutter. They stripped away her stage name, replaced her with a fresh-faced chick, and smothered her with slander and rumors, leading her to a disgraceful end.
So, you seek revenge on those who tarnished your name?
No. The exact opposite, in fact. When I returned to this world, I realized there was no one left to take revenge on. Instead, I will reclaim the name they took from me and erase every single work I've ever produced. I'll destroy every trace of my existence. As
You know how it feels to be locked in a cage and have everything taken from you. So why do you still trap the masters and heroic spirits in your noble phantasm? When they wish to end this Holy Grail war, old Odie may be able to fulfill your wish. But the cost he demands is far greater. As someone born in the same era as him, you should know this better than I do.
Ugh. OT is nothing more than a parasite feeding on Penacony. Of course I won't trust him. But you're different, Master. He's a worm who has a wish for the Holy Grail. Yet, there's nothing the Holy Grail can do to sway you. If you want to stop my noble phantasm, you'll have to force me with a command spell. Come, Master. Take away my free will. Just like how they took away my name and career with their contracts and laws.
You know I won't do that, Miss Note. Let's make a wager. I've never once gambled in my life. I bet that those masters and servants will not yield to your noble phantasm, even though you've stripped their identity as heroes. I trust them.
I will wait and see.
The birdsong fades into silence.
I feel like I had a strange dream, but the details keep slipping away. My body feels so heavy. But I can't rest. There's still today's work to get through.
Yeah, 30, 90, even longer. Still thinking about the Astro Express? The Astro Express? You've been westering with that choice for ages and still haven't made up your mind yet. There will be departing soon. You wish them on a journey full of wondrous encounters. I want to leave. If you board the express, well, what waits for you may be nothing but danger and the terrifying unknown. Your deeds will be forgotten in time, and your journey will eventually come to an end. Let me go, man. God damn it. I long for a quiet and ordinary life. So you're glad you stayed. No ticket, no bat, no danger. Just a quiet, peaceful, and undisturbed life. The work you had piled up took far too much of your time. 1 day, 2 days, 10 days. Maybe you never catch up to the express rest again. It's a lie. You spoke with researcher A. He encouraged you to bravely chase your wish, even if there's no express. If you truly believe you were a nameless, then there was only one thing left for you to do: take the journey. Just do it, bro.
The express is already left. Going there will be pointless. Let's go to the lab. Hit the cafeteria. Let's go fishing together. Let's go watch a movie. Isn't life on the space station wonderful? People would kill just to live the life you have here. There's no antimatter legion. No abominations of abundance. This place is the most peaceful paradise in the universe.
Something's stopping me from leaving this place. I need to avoid them.
Stop. The future of a nameless is nothing but emptiness and despair. Do you think you're special? Think of Tiernan and Kelbeck. The nameless who were better than you. They were all consumed by the lightless outer space, never to return.
So you finally admit that I'm a nameless.
So you'll finally admit that I'm a nameless!
The voices that once spoke to you fell silent in an instant. They never spoke again. Yeah, that's what I thought, bitch. Wait, which way should I go? This way? Alright. A bat, plain, unimpressive, yet strangely familiar. You once believed you never hold it again in this lifetime.
Would you still pull this weapon out? Even if it'll bring about a tragic end? Which is why I've crafted such gentle dreams for you all. Isn't that what you've been looking for? Oh.
I did wonder whether someone else might have done the better job as keen if they pulled out the sword of selection. I can't blame the girl who drew the sword in the stone for overestimating herself. She just wanted to deliver something from disaster, just like the king who challenged the white dragon. I was given another chance to make my choice. I would tell her, I hope you can do better this time. Master, you've had enough rest in your happy dream, haven't you? Now let's leave this place together.
You'll regret this!
Yeah, whatever, bitch. Grab the bat. Fuck you. Let's go.
I'll never regret.
Why do you have such blind courage? You ever feel regret?
Soaring above the lands, this is permanence!
You're familiar. Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
I can't become a fool like you. And I won't agree with your choices.
Flaming lance! Forward!
Damn!
I failed. Just like how I failed in life. This is a fitting end for a traitor.
The performing arts had given you so much pain, Miss Note. Why did you choose to remain on Penacony's stage after leaving your prison?
Because I still remember how the rough prisoners fell silent and the crying children smiled whenever I started to sing. Those small moments made me feel free, even in that iron cage. But Penacony has changed. After so many amber eras, it's become almost unrecognizable. And now, I am locked in this newly forged prison. Anyway, it's time to end this. A servant who betrayed their master has no right to exist.
Then, as you wish. With the first command spell, I return your name to you. On behalf of Penacony, Asna. Even if they have trademarked your name and stripped you of everything, that does not make you an unknown failure. Hold your head high, Mother of Iris. With the second command spell, I return to you the testament of your existence as a heroic spirit. Your death was what made singers and artists realize the need to reclaim their freedom and dignity for merchants. You are not some forgotten shadow. You are the founder of the Iris family, one of the 5 major lineages of Penacony. That's why you chose to borrow that name, isn't it? A figure shaped by your students and friends, by Maven and the Watchmaker. Miss Note, the one who sang freely in Dreamville.
No more. I don't want to hear anymore.
With the third command spell, as your junior on the stage, I return to you your freedom as a person. Mother of Iris, you will no longer be controlled by anyone from this moment on. You will now only dance for yourself. This farce is nearing its end, but I hope you can step out of the Grand Theater before you disappear and meet Penacony's artists. You are still a hero to them, no matter the slanders your name bears.
I'll lead the charge.
Boothill and the others got out too. Should I go check on them?
A different life? Penacony's dream bubbles are pure cancer. The Charmony Festival nearly killed me. And that servant's fantasy almost finished the job.
So, where did she put you?
I had a dream where I could never win. I got to live as an obedient serf and gave up on even the thought of gambling.
Darn right. Quit gambling. That's quite the educational dream you had there.
And you? Where'd she send you?
Me? I had A long-awaited reunion.
As they talk, Buhil had Buhil had already loaded his gun. Next up, the final battle with the mastermind. Okay. Alright. Archer and Lancer discussed their impressions of the dreamscape. With enemies closing in, both servants were ready and eager for combat. Alright.
Looks like Lady Osner has failed. What a shame. She was just one step away from tearing the flame of dreams off the servants and tossing them into the Holy Grail as fuel. But that's the business world for you. No matter how capable your collaborator is, you gotta handle the most critical parts yourself.
Oh, fudgehead. It's time to tell us what kind of stinking pie you're cooking up with this Holy Grail war.
Oh, I've lived for 10 Ember Eras already. As long as I give the word, my medical team can squeeze a few more years out of these old bones.
Then you're trying to crush your business rivals. I heard there's some bad blood between you and my master.
What a great misunderstanding. There are no enemies that can't be made into friends in the world of business.
Huh, good point. But I'm still very curious about your little scheme.
Mr. Odin, surely you wouldn't be like the mages I know, willing to forsake both life and humanity just to reach the roots of all things.
Miss, what you're talking about is something only the Genius Society would obsessively chase after.
What's your real reason then?
I've been very clear about this from the start. The Charmony Festival met a hasty rap. And Penacony needs a fresh economic boost. We need to create a business venture that will grab everyone's attention. A Holy Grail that grants wishes is just the golden goose we need. If this ritual works, then Penacony will own a glorious show to keep the money rolling in for 10 more Ember Eras. A carnival that even the Charmony Festival can't compete with. Even if I do have some personal objectives in this first ever Penacony Holy Grail War, that's none of your concern. What I like is watching people swarm into Penacony, spending their entire fortunes just to buy a chance to enter the Holy Grail War. I like having alfalfa credits pour out of the Gilded Hour, entering the Cosmic Exchange. I like seeing my business rivals being crushed and manipulated, and then lose everything in the end. I like to acquire companies that I've never heard of, fusing them into my empire with a mere wave of my pen. The Golden Hour will set the prices for goods based on my desires, and the Blue Hour will craft Penaconian fashion based on my whims. Do you honestly believe Penacony was built on empty ideas like dreams and wishes? No. What truly underpins and supports this is what you deem crude. It's the unending flow of money. On this rock called money, we have built the planet of festivities.
No matter what your plans may be, there only can be one victor in the Holy Grail War. Your actions in this farce have already placed very servants squarely against you. Now, we stand together before you, screwed merchant. I just want to finish out what I didn't get to do a few hours ago. I'm sick and tired of fish heads. The head of this old, desperate foggy with broken dreams is what I call a real trophy. You see, this evil man's old head is a trophy. I thought you had a better taste than that, Lancer.
It seems you're all eager to prepare for my demise. But since there can only be one winner in this game, how do you plan to decide the victor after I bow out? Why don't we discuss a collaboration instead? Whoever can eliminate the others shall have the chance to make their wish to the Holy Grail. I will give you that right. We can even formalize it with a contract, using precise logical language to word our wishes, ensuring the Holy Grail fulfills everyone's desires. After all, isn't this the very moment you've all been fighting for? Masters and servants?
This far into the show? Are you trying to make me laugh?
Nah, we need to whip this fella's hind end, then smash it to pieces.
Well, I've already been the scapegoat once today, so I'll pass this opportunity to Mr. Odie.
We made the choice together.
If you are all so keen to make me your enemy, I suppose I'll have to become the final challenge on this variety show. The rules said a master is supposed to summon a historical figure as their servant to enter the Holy Grail War, but who should I summon? This question has haunted me for quite some time. Should I get the washed-up director I sponsored? Or the legendary star whose name I purchased? No, they are not worthy of being my servant. That's when a thought crossed my mind. Why not summon myself?
What?
A person who's still standing strong after 10 amber eras of business intrigue. Isn't this living legend staring back at me in the mirror? I used myself as the catalyst. I wanted to see how the business magnate Oti reflected in the history of Penacony would respond to my call as a servant. I wanted to see how people truly view me in history.
And have you got your answer?
The answer really hurts. To them, I'm nothing but a parasite, sucking out the sap of Penacony's oak from the top. A bug, madly devouring wealth.
Bruh.
Do you want to take the Holy Grail?
Bruh.
You'll have to get through me first!
So, the person we've been talking to was old Odie's servant all along?
I order you, Saber! Destroy all that is evil!
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. How familiar.
Earth shatters, heaven trembles!
Crush it, Saber! Power of the command spell, I command you to release your noble phantasm and shatter the Holy Grail!
Finally over.
Is this grand theater ever gonna see a day of peace? I'm starting to feel bad for the Bloodhounds and the Dreamweavers.
No need to feel bad for a heritage building insured with hundreds of different policies. Old Odie would never allow himself to lose a single coin over that.
So he dragged everyone into the Holy Grail War while hiding in the shadows. And none of you were gonna make him pay for it? Make him pay for our emotional damage. Okay.
Well, unfortunately, no master was harmed in the making of this show. Even if we tried to hold him accountable, he'd probably just brush it off with his usual tricks. The best legal team money can buy, and sky-high compensation. And I fear the Holy Grail War has already given him returns far beyond what he's put into it. The silver lining is that this little spectacle will serve as the perfect excuse during negotiations for Madame Jade to pry open an even bigger opportunity in Penacony.
So the IPC is still the final winner of all of it?
Oh, don't say it like that. This is a good thing for Penacony shareholders.
These Penaconian rules, stinking of money won't keep me down. Lancer, let's go take care of that old budger.
Master, while I'm out, Master, while I'm all in on that suggestion, time's running out. Without the Holy Grail holding us up, us servants need to go back to where we belong. Wait, you're leaving it? You're leaving already?
Such a shame, brother. If we ever cross paths again, I'll take you to the finest honky-tonk in the cosmos for a drink.
The finest in the cosmos, huh? That's something to look forward to. Alright, no need for a tearful farewell for us, bros. Let's not ruin the good run we've had together. Till we meet again, buddy. And you too. Seriously, why can I never get a proper fight with you? Is that so? I distinctly remember beating you. You know me, just a humble anchor. Archer. Let's call this one lost on me. Alright, bye.
Let's skip the last-minute psychoanalysis, all right? And when it comes to fashion, you're not much better than me, Guardian of Humanity.
That brings me up. Alright. You were summoned as a heroic spirit. A hero, huh? I'll chalk it up as a beautiful dream. The faint smile tugged at the man's closed face before he vanished and okay. I'm glad I was summoned to this strange world and got to experience it with you. Anything else you want to say to me? I saw you fierce in your dream, but Master, don't be burdened by the emotions that you come with being human. The fear of the unknown, had dread of loss, or the regret of what you couldn't achieve. Even Heracles was just a child before becoming a hero. You may not be strong enough now, but I have faith that you'll eventually become a star that eliminates the entire cosmos. Like, who's Heracles? Master, please send my regards to the person you will become in the future. At the same time, in the Dreamflux Reef, the host of the Holy Grail War is sitting somewhere watching the scenery with interest.
The Holy Grail broke. What a shame. People have pursued it, fought for it, made sacrifices for it, and died for it. Much like they did for our own Penacony. They poured their dreams into Penacony to shape the planet into what it is today. But the question is, has Penacony ever answered their dreams? Look at this Memoria singularity. 10 Amber Heirs have passed. And out of those who once came here to build Penacony from the ground up, only one despicable old man is left. His friends, his enemies, they're all gone. I must confess to both of you, my wish has been granted. No matter how you see me, no matter how deeply we hated each other in the past, the Holy Grail has recognized your achievements and brought you forth as heroic spirits. Don't you think this is a rather unique reunion of old friends? It's unfortunate that Mikhail, that old rascal, couldn't be here to join us.
Mr. Odie, your wish truly moves me. If I didn't know you better, I'd almost be swayed by your sweet words. A reunion of old friends. No, it's just another part of your business deal.
Greedy? Or perhaps I should now address you as Mr. Rekka. Is the editing of the footage complete? That is such an important task, after all.
I've cut out everything related to the participants' privacy and kept only the most thrilling parts of the Holy Grail War. It may not be an artistic masterpiece, but it should meet your commercial expectations.
That'd be enough for me. You artists always aim to carve your names into art's annals no matter the cost. Too bad those who actually succeed are as rare as the winners of the Holy Grail War. I'm not like that. What else can truly measure the effort you've put in apart from cold, hard cash?
The memories of former heroic spirits are also worthy compensation.
Memories of a flop director like Greedy? Do enlighten me. What?
His memories are indeed positively worthless as a filmmaker, but when it comes to him as a person, those memories are treasures beyond compare. He has had his struggles, disappointments, and defiance, only to be reduced to another nameless nobody. That man is a symbol of the Penacony of his times, a most ridiculous clown and a most genuine hero. How could I ever miss out on a memory with as many facets as a veritable diamond? But now, I'm more curious about you, sir. You've spent so much money, only to create such an unsightly mess. Aren't you worried you'll end up in disgrace like Grady?
A merchant at my age who still cares about dignity would be an absolute failure.
Oh, in that case, my business here is settled. I'll take my leave.
All right. It's your turn, Miss Hasna. I'll sign the declaration to renounce the trademark on your name and all rights to your creative works. Are you happy with that?
Happy? Never. But if you don't carry it through, I'll squeeze your puny neck with every ounce of my strength until I disappear. I'll watch you take your last breath, even if I know it won't actually kill you. Goodbye, Penacony's most successful merchant. There's something I've always wanted to say to you. I wish you were already dead.
Now that's a heartfelt confession. Osna, I do hope your wish comes true one day.
At the same time, aboard the Express. As a writer, he once built an unsinkable little ship named the Compass. As a writer, he once a nameless who rode the stars aboard the Interstellar Express. Centuries have passed. Now, as a heroic spirit, the young man finally returns to the place where he once worked tirelessly. An old friend awaits him here.
March 7th is always bringing back bizarre and curious things.
Oh.
One time, she even brought back something called a raiding pistol, and it only gave Pom-Pom a single point. Also, watch out for Himiko's coffee. It's the most terrifying beverage Pom-Pom's ever encountered. But please don't ever tell her that to her face.
Is it worse than the tea from Granholm's
Misha.
hometown?
100 times worse.
I'd love to have a try.
And that person is always dragging March 7th into trouble. Pom-Pom had such high hopes for Don Hong, but even he's started to follow along now. You passengers are all the same. Mikhail, you're spacing out again. What's going through that head of yours?
Conductor, looks like it's time to say our goodbyes again.
Will you be returning to the Express?
Damn, he's so cute.
Maybe. I'm just happy to hear that so many people like me have boarded the Express over the years. The nameless come and go. Some find a place they want to stay, while others keep moving forward. Just like the silver rails that never stop. That's the Astral Express. I'm sure the conductor's future will never be lonely. The Holy Grail War is coming to an end, and wandering souls must return to their rest. I need to go back to Penacony.
Mikhail, remember, whether you leave or stay, the Astral Express will always be the home of the Nameless. Pom-Pom will always be here, waiting for your return.
It's a deal then, conductor. The next time the Express stops at Penacony, please sound the horn for me, Rosalina, and Tiernan. If we can hear it, then we'll definitely come visit you.
It's a promise.
Gather your thoughts to the present. If there's really a chance to fulfill a wish, what would yours be, Trailblazer? Make a silent wish.
You see, wishes lose their power once spoken aloud.
That does sound like something you'd say. Anyway, the first Holy Grail War orchestrated by Old Odie ended up being the last one. But the Dream Bubble movie, co-produced by Mr. Rekka and Dr. Edward, became a huge hit. Not only did it fill up movie theaters in Epsilon, it even created a new dream-chasing trend throughout the stars. Mr. Odie and the IPC's Penacony branch made quite the fortune from it.
What about my appearance fee? Yeah, what's that money?
As Mr. Adventuring guessed,
Just give me my money.
Cody simply brushed everything off as entertainment when questioned about placing family heads and shareholders in danger. While compensation and lawsuits are inevitable, I suspect he already knew exactly what was coming, even before the Holy Grail was activated. Now, old Odie did say he planned to give you some money, but even he thought that was too crude.
Bruh.
So instead, he gave us the most valuable thing from this Holy Grail war.
So this is his apology? So this is his apology.
There's something inside the Holy Grail. I think this is a note for you.
Hey, brother, since you all look pretty busy, I headed out with Hook. Big thanks to Mr. Odie for buying this rare trinket I got my hands on. That's how I could afford this spontaneous trip. By the way, aren't you curious what old Sempo's wish to the Holy Grail was?
No.
Well, I'm thinking you probably say, no. Aw, come on, bro. You might not be curious, but the audience is still on the edge of their seats. All right, folks, the show's over. But if there's anything still out there that can hear and fulfill my wish, I wish for everyone in the world to be happy, joyful, free, and have their every desire fulfilled.
God. All right. Well, that was. Wow, what a fucking event. Okay. Well, that was that, I think. And how much do we have? How much do we have left now until? Cause I gotta update this version now to the new version. How many days we have? 31 minutes left. Okay. Now, yeah, let me just do this real fast. I want to do this real fast. Okay. Wait, no. Wait, you said you could pick characters, right? Yeah, but you need 300. Okay, yeah. Anyways, that was it. Now, yeah, that was it. Yeah, anyways, that was it, and yeah, tomorrow I might start doing the fourth one finally. This is the fourth mission now, believe. Yeah, I'm like way behind right now. Yeah, so so tomorrow I'm gonna start doing the fourth and 40th mission, the fall at Dawn's Rise. And I heard that this is where like the story gets crazy, where like basically every character from Euphorius dies. And I believe in this one we're gonna see Mighty died. Yeah, anyways, but yeah, that was it. And yeah, I still gotta do this, which probably don't want to do because my team is low, but still. Anyways, yeah, that was it, and I'll see you guys later. All right.